mind. So we say that in the mind, ignorance is there. In the mind, obstacle is there. In the mind, barriers are there. And also in the mind, peace, happiness, love, wisdom is there. Because once I awaken to the real self, I experience that permanent peace and happiness in the mind itself. So what happens when your wash basin blocks? You have to remove the impurities. So these impurities, here comes in.
I couldn't find the X's.
Here
It
comes
was
meat. And in meat, where is meat? Why I don't see? Oh, here comes meat. So we were talking about obstacles, barriers on the path of meditation. What exactly is the goal of meditation? So when you are into the highest state of meditation, the knowledge of the reality descends into the mind, and you say, oh, I have been fooled all my life. Why I have anxiety? Why I have stress? Why I have grief? Now I'm saying to myself, not to you. How dare I can say to you? So you realize that mind has created these barriers. Whose mind? Your mind. So based on that, Patanjali, the master, says we covered Vyadhi, physical illness, in detail, disorder and disease. In that, do you still remember it's more of a psychosomatic? The modern science says 90% of our illnesses at the physical level caused by is of the psychosomatic origin. Relationship between the body and the mind. Second obstacle is dullness. I left dullness almost 30 years back. My master used to say, how dare you feel dull? From where this dullness comes? So understand first part, that it is a false notion created by the mind in the mind that is causing the dullness. There is no other reason. No, why don't you understand? I feel heaviness in the body and the mind. Check your mind, challenge your mind. Let me check my physical weight. Did it increase? Sunshine. Next one, the doubt. Doubt. Indecision. Longer the beard, longer the suspicion. So there is another saying, longer the beard, greater the wisdom. But then we are insulting the women. So like this, you see, there are 100 types of suspicion in our life. Doubt, suspicion. What my honey is doing, let him or her do whatever they are doing. Bill Gates just made a statement, 27 years of loveless life. Are you fool? You waited for 27 years? Now, how can I say that he is a fool? But you know, I have to understand this. I have to understand my own mind. No, I know you might be thinking you do not understand. I carry the burden for so many years. Don't say that. You are doing meditation. Change that false notion. Why? Why it is a false notion? Why it is a loveless life? Because I do not find the love within myself. That is why it is loveless life. Are you understanding? I did not find the love within myself. I do not love myself. That is, my life is loveless. Again, if your mind is saying, no, you do not understand my life, don't say that. Change that wrong notion. Change that. Don't be so serious. The next obstacle is pramad, carelessness, negligence. So never be careless about your own life. Be totally careless about others. But the problem is that if you are extremely careful about your life, you will definitely be careful about others also. Because it has changed your false notion. Second, the next one is alasya, laziness, indolence, sloth. And now we come to the next one, which is known as avirati. It is very subtle. Understand this clearly. So listen to all the 9 obstacles every day and find out which obstacle you have more in quantity and quality. Tell me next week. We'll find the way to solve it. So the next one is known as avirati. Avirati means at the physical level, at the outer level, you have a total control of your life. It used to happen in India, I used to knock the door of my students and the couple is fighting. And the moment, oh, sir has come, they used to tell me, sir has come. And then they used to sit together very close. I said, don't make a love in my presence. And I know the truth. So what I'm saying, outer level you maintain everything goody-goody, but internally the mind is craving for desire fulfillment. It has lot of care and concern and reaction. You are not able to empty your mind from that craziness inside you. But outside, because we are intelligent, we are able to hold back the mind. Do you see how much I know about you? This is Eastern wisdom. It opens up everything. The person remains deeply attached to people, things, objects, false notion, even when he is not engaged in the activity of pleasure seeking in the world outside. I'm not going deeper. You guys are intelligent. You should know yourself. If that is there, what happens? It divides the personality. We talk about split personality. We are already living into that. Are you getting it? Don't do that. It harms you much more than it harms anyone. This is a Sanskrit term. It is known as avirati. You see that avirati, virati, virati. So avirati. So rati means attachment with objects and people. So when you add the prefix virati, it means you are unattached to the things and objects. But when you add another prefix, avirati, means I'm not able to dissociate myself with the people and things I'm attached. Internal. Outwardly, everything is goody-goody. When we meet, we have a bigger smile, and after meeting, the smile disappears. One of the many sins. Don't do that. Don't do that. The moment the mind does not have the intense desire for the pleasure, still I'm not able to detach from them. My mind is constantly thinking about it. I believe you might have experienced these states at times in your life. That will destroy meditation. You will not be able to succeed in meditation. Why? Goal of meditation? Entering into the highest level of permanent peace and happiness. Avirati. So when you start examining, honey is sitting in front of you, but internally mind is holding, but mind also wants. Mind is holding, mind wants. Do you see that? Don't tell me, but I know we all have experienced that state many a times. So sometimes the ego pulls you down, sometimes the attachment, sometimes lot of other unnecessary anxiety, duality and a conflict. Say, yeah, I think that much is good about avirati. Another is Bhranti Darshan. Bhranti Darshan means delusion. So I constantly live into the state of delusion because of the false notion. And I have told you hundreds of times perhaps, what is delusion? What is not true appears true. It is opposite knowledge of a thing, object and person. When people knows that it is wrong and opposite knowledge, still they follow them. One-sided love. You see? Same thing, the delusion. It is one of the greatest obstacles that causes hallucination, imagination in the mind. Hallucination. You already know it. Majority of the people who are meditators and still hallucinate their experiences. Oh, I saw a great violet red color. Better to see it with eyes open. Why you see in meditation? Why you want to see in meditation? We have to be very clear, logical. Knowledge should be there. So now there are two parts of that. So sometimes we are obsessed with a particular color and we hallucinate those colors every time in meditation. One aspect, negative aspect. What is positive? That you experience these colors and visions because your mind is becoming subtler and subtler. It is going deeper. Provided you do not stick to a particular vision or particular experience every time you practice meditation. Did you understand that? Let them come. I have a vision. Share the experiences. Finished and gone. Don't try to hold on to it. When you want to hold on, oh, yesterday I had a clear vision of red, violet color and today I don't have. It means, I'm going down. No, definitely you are going down. You want to hallucinate. Every meditation is a unique experience. Every day, every time you practice meditation, mind lives in different states. Do you see that? That is how our masters explain. You see, understand one more part that's very important. The seed. First is the seed. Then it sprouts. Means sprout, not sprout, but it germinates. Means it is still under the soil. Now it is sprouting. So you can see the sprouting above the ground. And then it becomes the tree. Four stages. I have divided the entire growth of a seed in 4 stages. Now you have millions of impressions of the wrong notions about people, about yourself. That is lying in the form of a seed. Where? In the mind. We say it is a reservoir of karma, reservoir of these impressions. They are lying down. How can you say? How can I say? I can give you 100 examples. You are talking in love and care with the honey, talking, and suddenly you flare up. How dare you say that? Seed has just become the tree. Do you see that? Remember, understand this. What I'm talking about? Bhranti darshan, the delusory experience. So the seed form, it is totally at the unconscious level. We are not aware of it. Master says until you release completely, you empty those impressions by regular practice. And different methods I'm employing, I'm using that. So it helps you. So we do not know. So now we get, my mood is upset, I don't want to talk to you, honey. For me, the word honey applies to everything. A person also, in relationship, to an object, to an event, to a thing. So don't take I'm only talking about couple. So second level, you don't feel, you have some little bit of sensation, germination. That also we ignore. I'm upset, coffee is there, but I don't examine myself. Take coffee, but at the same time while making the coffee, you try to examine why the hell mind you are upset. Who made you upset? There is no reason. You wake up in the morning and you are upset. You wake up in the morning, it becomes a bad morning. Now do you understand that how the meditation, you have to live into meditative life? It is not only 1 hour every week, but you have to live your life consciously. Now it becomes the sprout. What is that sprout? My mind has one opinion about Charlie, about John, about me, so I stick to that opinion. This is the problem. Right? My mind says, Charlie cannot change. I can change. I have a liberty to change. And I have seen a particular habit of Charlie 10 years ago. So when I meet her, my mind follows that. Are you getting it? Look at this depth of understanding. And the fourth one, that current level we are talking, it is fully manifested the way we communicate with the people, things, and so these are the 4 levels, and every level has its own effect on the day-to-day life, in our attitude, in our behavior, in our action. Bhranti, darshan, delusion. Now come to another, alabdha bhumika. Is a Sanskrit word, alabdha bhumikatva. When you as a meditator, as a seeker, does not experience the changes in meditation, you get upset, always thinking why I am not reaching to a stage. You start comparing your experiences with others. That creates another wrong notion. There is only one teacher. You all are students. They get the same instruction. Do you feel that I give a little more instruction to the Charlie or Sophie than John and Anne and Neve? It is the same instruction. So it is because of my mental state on a particular day gives me a variety of experiences. So I should stick on the regular practice of meditation rather than comparing myself with others. Let me share my experiences openly. I love the bhumika. That it is almost a kind of, I feel as if, I'm not getting, I'm upset. Huh? It is important for us as a seeker to interact with the teacher, share your experiences to know what are the changes taking place. You got it? Understand. Can I live into that state of awareness? I had a lot of challenges. Anne knows everything about my life in US. Now what happens? Another obstacle. You have attained a particular state in meditation on a given day. You have all shared one. Today was wonderful. Today is not good. You see that? Means the mind is not able to maintain the status quo. Rise and fall in meditation experiences is but natural. Why it is natural? Did I explain you the 4 layers of the impressions that is constantly working in the mind? So someday, seed impression sprouts instantly at the time when you are doing meditation, and it leads you to frustration and failure. No worries. Let me do it again. I have heard, I have seen you, share your experiences, you get the audio file, do the practice again. And after doing the practice, at least for 5-10 minutes, start thinking, what happened now? Where my mind was going in meditation. So in that process, it will help you to understand your own mind. You will be able to know whether it's a current impression, outer manifest level, just below that, the sprouted form that I feel, but still I am not able to get out of it. 3rd level, the germination. 4th level is the seed. So examine all the 4 levels. Oh, I had a jealousy against someone in the morning, and now I am doing the meditation. That jealousy has already gone into the deep impression as a seed. And now that jealousy may block your meditative experience. Now what it has to do? I am doing meditation is different than being jealous to others. Jealousy is a wrong notion that we did not understand. So whatever we do not understand, it creates an impression in your mind. And that impression is carried forward in day-to-day living. You look like giving a sermon like a religious leader. No. It has nothing to do with religion. I know what you might be thinking. There is no... I want to remove all the false notion that causes the obstacles on the path of meditation, and the goal is clear. That I want to reach to the highest state of meditation so that I can release all these past impressions. If these impressions are not released, one do not succeed. Why? Simple reason. The mind, we want a transparent glass. The nature of the mind should be like a transparent glass. Why? The real self is here, the mind is here, and the world is there. So when the real self passes through the transparent mind, then it perceives the world, it knows the reality. But what is that impurities? They are the 9 obstacles that blocks the mind. Now it is not transparent. It is what we say opaque? Yes, it is opaque. So when it is opaque, it is so simple. Pure, colorless glass. You put a red sheet, the light passes through, becomes red. What it means? Instead of red, say that it is jealousy. So it means the mind remains the same, but the content of the mind is jealousy, so it passes through the consciousness, passes through from one side. Now here is the jealousy. You see a person, you are jealous of a person. That is what we say, the wrong notion. On the other side, you have the seed impression that you dislike a person, and the consciousness passes through a mind. It returns, it looks at a person. You don't feel something good about. I don't feel good about looking at this beard guy. So you see that? See? But I don't become aware. I lose awareness. And when I lose awareness, then I see, beard guy made me upset. No. You are so weak. It means I have a remote. I can make you upset any time. See that? I can make you upset any time. If I am absent, you are happy. But I think about you, Sophie, and I click the remote. How? You start thinking about me, you get upset. You're so weak. You talk about the free will. You see, all these 9 obstacles work at different levels. If we live unconscious and habitual life, we cannot get rid of it. I have to live from moment to moment. Mind, are you working on me? Hold on. I have to work on you. Mind says, I'm jealous of John. Mind, hold on. Why you want to be jealous of someone? He is living his life. I'm living my life. So these thoughts needs to be cultivated in day-to-day life. Give a break to these obstacles. I am dull. Okay, what do you mean by dullness? Mind, let me sit and find out. And you can see the life. Take a 360-degree turn, followed by the practice of meditation. It is one or more of the 9 obstacles during the practice of meditation fails the meditation, frustrate you. Do you think I'm frustrating John and I'm not frustrating Sophie? I give the same instruction. No, just an example, John. Do you see that? Do you see? That needs to be understood clearly. If they continue to live, result is fear, anxiety, insecurities, frustration, blame, complaint, reaction game. Again, mind becomes opaque. It does not go through clearly. It does not help you to move into that state of meditation. So you need to think of all the 9 obstacle again and again and again. And after going through, make a point, make a list in your notebook, and every day examine your life. Why? I have to succeed in meditation. Why? To awaken to the knowledge of reality. Why? When I awaken to the knowledge of reality, I can taste what it means by permanent happiness, love, truth, wisdom. Feeling bored? Let us start meditation. Eyes are closed. Eyes are closed. First, body is steady. Make the body totally steady, sitting, lying down, whatever, the most comfortable position. That is your choice. Then, eyes are closed gently and check that you do not squeeze your eyes. It is like you have become Buddha physically. Then the mind is looking inside the forehead. Mind is looking inside the forehead. You are aware, you feel the body that is steady, then mind is looking inside the forehead, you are looking inside the forehead. Now we have to settle deep inside. No more eyes should be open, so look at the neck joint, feel the sensation. Feel the sensation, comfortable and steadiness in the neck joint. Why? I pick up a couple of joints so that when the joints are steady, the entire body will settle down. But why the joints only? Understand what Eastern wisdom says. That most of these seed impressions enters into these joints in an unorganized manner through the mind. How can you say that? You know, sometimes you don't like a person, you have a squeezing effect in your joints, like fingers, chest, neck joint, shoulders. You see that? We were releasing that. Look at the shoulder joints, be there, feel sensation, comfort and steadiness. I assure you, if you put 80% of the knowledge that what I am speaking to you and your mind receives as it is, it will bypass all the obstacles. 20% is the practice. Normally we say 80% is the practice, no knowledge is required. No, wrong. Knowledge only removes your wrong notion. So move the mind on the hip joint, be there, feel. What do you feel? Sensation, comfort, steadiness. And check again and again. Is the mind moving the body? Body cannot move by itself. If the mind is moving the body constantly, problem maybe at the subconscious level that you do not recognize. Just become aware. Okay, mind, I can understand you. I can take care of you. See, very smaller things in so the entire body, you're looking at the entire body, you are comfortable, feeling the sensation and steadiness, my friends. Yes. Still, one more thing in the stage one is left, that is being carefree. Thoughts, feelings, sensations, whatever they enter into your mind, they go out, they stay, they leave you. Do nothing. Why do nothing? Just tell your mind they are separate from me. They are not me. Even the mind says you feel the pain, discomfort in the body during the practice. It may be dullness. You see that I gave you a couple of 9 words. Sloth. I feel heaviness. The mind can cause any trick. Why it wants to do the trick. We have become habitual of living that life days after days, weeks after weeks, months after months. And the mind resists the change. And you counter that by awareness, by understanding, by knowledge. What is that knowledge? Tell the mind that all these thoughts are not me, they are separate from me. Suddenly a thought pops up in the mind that I feel heaviness in the body. Tell the mind, thank you, this is a thought and I am not a thought. It takes time, but it happens. But still, mind constantly bothers you. That is what I discussed, avirati. I just discussed. So internally you feel those challenges, but outwardly you are able to maintain the steadiness in the body. See that. We have to recognize them. The moment you recognize, you are free from them. But there are many ways that we did last time. So let us look inside the forehead in the space. No movement of the body except the movement of the chest. Start breathing, quick, fast and short breathing from both the nostrils into the chest. Continue, do not stop in the middle. Who stops? One of the 9 obstacles that can stop. Continue. We want to transcend all the obstacles of the mind. So when you continue to do it, mind resists and you still continue to do it. And when the mind resists and you do it, the mind, you find, oh, it is. It is possible. And stop this. Now see, we did some active practice and now we'll go instantly to the passive practice. And if the mind learns this process, it will enter deeply. Look at the head and the neck. Mind touches every cell of the skin of the head and the neck. What happens? You experience sensation, relaxation, and stillness. So it is purely a passive step. You are not doing anything. You're not asking the mind to do anything except remain aware and see and feel. Move the mind on the right arm. Totally passive step. Understand that process. So when you understand, I don't want to hide anything. If I hide anything, I don't follow the Eastern wisdom. So the mind moves on every cell of the right arm. You start feeling the tingly, deepening of the sensation, relaxation and stillness. The mind moves on the left arm. You're casual, you're natural, you are aware of the left arm. The mind is touching every cell of the skin of the left arm. Be there, feel the sensation, relaxation and stillness. Did I discuss about the mind is opaque, make it totally transparent? That is what we are doing. By this process, yes. By all the steps. Look at the chest and the belly. Become aware of the rib cage in the front, belly in the front, shoulder blades in the spine, at the back. Take your own time. Yes. That. Leaves the experience of sensation, relaxation and stillness. We are in the stage 2. I'm using one active practice. We have used it. We are using the passive step, and after that I will use the semi-active. The mind confuses us. We are confusing the mind. So mind says, no, I'm not doing anything. We enter into the emptiness and then we find we are already absorbed into meditation. So sensation, relaxation and stillness in the middle portion of the body. Then right leg, from the right side of the waist to the toes, moving the mind. Experience sensation, relaxation and stillness. Did you forget? No, in the right leg. Where is that forgetfulness comes? From the first four obstacles. Left leg, awareness of the skin being there, feeling sensation, relaxation and stillness. Even if you remove all the 9 obstacles, it's going to help you in your personal, professional, family life. You'll find yourself in a new level of awareness, my friends. The entire body from the top to the toes, as if you are under a shower, the water sprinkles down to every cell of the body, and you feel the sensation under the shower. Same thing. Now it is the awareness. You experience sensation, relaxation and stillness. We don't leave the mind, but we follow. We have to chase the mind silently from behind, from the back. This is what we are doing. So the next step is semi-active, which you have done before. Then start breathing little, not very deep, but definitely little deep, silent and slow. Check. The rate and the rhythm of the breath is equal. The moment your mind says, no, you are breathing little deeper, and it makes me discomfort, don't do that. Make your breath, but it has to alter the rate and the rhythm of the breath. It is little deep, silent and slow. So this breath is your car. Mind is the driver. Highway is the space inside the major parts of the body. Where are you going? You are going on Shantoham. What is Shantoham? I am the peace. So how you start with it? As you inhale, move the mind inside the right arm, from the shoulder to the fingertips, in the space inside, reciting mentally Shantoham. While exhaling, mind moves from the fingertips to the shoulder, awareness of the space inside, that is the highway, and the highway is taking you to Shantoham. You're reciting, you're absorbed in singing. Shanto, but with the knowledge. Shantoham means I am the peace. So that dares not to invite and invoke any past impression during that period. Now inside the left arm. Breath, car, highway, space inside. Driver, mind. Going to Shantoham. Now inside the right leg. Check if I'm not speaking, is the mind distracting you? Become aware of those moments. You need not to worry about it even if it is distracted. I know what needs to be done. Now inside the left leg, pick up any point on the left side of the waist. From there, mind moves with inhalation and the space inside Shantoham. Reaching to the toes and exhaling, again moving the mind inside Shantoham. A sense of freedom. It is a semi-active step. When you breathe, fairly deep, silent and slow, the mind is following the Shantoham with the knowledge, I am the peace. It starts living within. This is what we are doing. Now inside the spine, from the crown of the head to the tailbone. From the tailbone, during exhalation, mind rises Shantoham, reaching to the crown of the head. Check, your mind is saying, no, I'm not interested. No, I cannot do it. Leave those thoughts and continue doing it. I can bet you, when you continue to do it, it will happen. That's how the mind objects, and these are the obstacles that we have been talking about for the last almost 3 weeks. We follow it, even, mind says you feel heaviness in the body and the mind and you are driving. You raise your level of awareness and alertness and you drive to your home. But in meditation, we fail to do it. Why? How come? No way. And now leave this breath, leave saying Shantoham. Recognize now, is the mind living within? Look inside the head and the neck. Become aware of the space inside and also explore, do you feel any sensation inside the head and the neck? So feeling that sensation inside the head and the neck. I know you feel the sensation on the skin. I'm not talking about that. Become aware. Look inside the head and the neck. Just be there. Feel the sensation if there is any. But obviously the space is already there. So that sensation is nothing but an experience of calmness. Because mind is living within. And the mind is absorbed into the space, you experience the quietness. Understand the stillness outside. Deeper than that is calmness. Deeper than that is the quietness. Deeper than that is the peace. Deeper than that is the silence. Deeper than that is meditation and awakening. Look inside the heart, the entire rib cage. Become aware of the space and the sensation. Calmness and quietness. Any sensation you feel at this moment, in this state, is the state of the calmness and quietness and space quietness. Look again inside the head and the neck, just be there. Space is definitely there, but pick up and explore. Is there any sensation? That is what is calmness and quietness. Do it a couple of times. Move inside the heart, be there, do nothing. Experience the sensation, the space, calmness and quietness. Again, go back to the head. It's all about knowing clearly, being aware, and in that field of awareness, can I say now, do nothing? Definitely you're doing nothing, but if the mind goes anywhere, just keep looking at the breath going in and out, feeling the sensation, that is all. And again, just look at the 2 or 3 breaths going in and out, feeling the sensation. The mind leaves those thoughts, return again, do nothing. See that what happens. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Bring your mind on the right hand, chains of sensation experience. Bring the mind on the left hand. Feel the sensation and chains. Lift both the palms, place it on your eyes. Open the eyes inside. Know your experiences. Bring the hands down. How are you, Sophie? John hides somewhere deep inside. I couldn't see such a big room. So, how are you, Sophie?
I had a little problem with a foot.
Okay.
My mind couldn't just. My mind had to go on my foot, and I guess my mind was a little bit lazy too.
Lazy too.
Yeah.
Examine that mind. There are three obstacles together was present at the time of meditation. I give you $1 million and let your both the feet have a tremendous tingling. It gets into numbness. It freezes down. You will not move. Your mind will not go there. The mind will be focused on $1 million. That I need to understand. By understanding, that is how I counter these obstacles. By understanding. Knowledge 80%, 20% is the practice. How are you, John? Where you were hiding?
Yeah, I was hiding in my man cave.
Okay.
Yeah, I felt carefree probably for the first time today, so that's good.
Beautiful. Carefree means also calm and peace. Yes, yes. You understand, I have been telling you, understanding is 80%. Knowledge. Feet, tingly sensation. To ask the mind what I'm doing. I'm doing meditation. Does it has to do anything with the tingly sensation, the feet? No. Journey continues. But you need to have an extraordinary awareness. Nothing more than that. How are you, Mead?
Sensation, relaxation, steadiness.
Yes, you got it. I could
Thank
see.
you.
I got it.
Thank you.
You see that you feel the sensation that mind does not translate into any wrong notion. This is what she is saying. This is what she meant. Relaxation and stillness. This is what it means, and it is done. You are there. How are you?
I feel very good, very quiet.
Very quiet and good. Beautiful.
Nothing negative left.
No, that needs to be done. Anything negative is a wrong perception by the mind. How are you, Charlie?
Hello. I was listening to your inventory of 9 things, and at present have an old trauma that's been re-energized in my body. I see it, and obviously my mind is making this happen, even though I'm trying not to. I'm getting a constant clenching of my stomach. So I was aware of that, just saying, hey stomach, you're clenching, old trauma.
Right approach.
But going with it.
Beautiful approach. Start
Okay.
communicating with your mind the moment the mind brings in these obstacles.
Right.
Last week's session, beautiful women, girl, I was, women are by default beautiful, John, isn't it? Yes, he also agrees with me. So I was teaching one text, They are undergoing a training, teachers training. She said, the moment she was telling me that I felt the dullness, and I told the mind, how dare you? Let me examine the dullness, and it is gone. She openly told me that I had an extreme negative emotion against my honey, and I told my mind, how dare you? And it fell down. I started communicating with my honey with total love and affection. It is only this thing is required. So Charlie, be aware, and all of you. I told you, I talked about avirati. Internal turbulent turmoil is there. Outer control is there. So mind sometimes does play this trick. So we have to go about when the mind plays this trick. My master used to sit for 5 to 6 hours. 6 hours is just sitting. There is a story about Buddha, that Buddha used to meditate while sitting for 6 weeks, while lying down on the right side for 6 weeks, on the left side for 6 weeks, standing for 6 weeks. We should not go there. but one way is to think like this. If Buddha can do it, I can do it. You see. And the second way of the thinking is that no, nothing is happening. Why anything will happen to you? When the mind is already obsessed with those 9 obstacles? I have to think, I have to find a way. So do this practice, listen to all the 9 obstacles, make an inventory. Charlie used the right word, inventory of 9 obstacles. And every time any obstacle comes, write an invoice by a positive thought and see what happens. So, any question? Sophie? Today, no question? No question? Okay. That is all for today. Let us meet next week. Thank you. Thank you for tolerating me for more than an hour. Yes. Thank you.